Hi there. I'm making this video because I found potentially the best way to break a bike chain, basically push the rivet out. So you've got a few options on how to do this. You can buy a cheap chain delinker off eBay or Amazon, for example. If you look at the reviews, a lot of people report that they break. I think I've seen this happen as well. They can also be quite painful on your hands because you don't get it's not very good ergonomics. The other option is to buy an expensive bike shop tool, which is going to set you back quite a bit of money just to break a chain that you might just do once in your life. Also, it's kind of unnecessary because I believe this way is potentially even better than a shop tool. The other option is to use a hammer and bash the rivet out with a punch. I saw this on a YouTube video and tried it myself, and it's not really the best method. You can potentially damage the chain. I managed to successfully get a link out, but then I realized I needed another link out. I ended up bending the chain. So then I thought up this method. It might have been done before. It's probably been done before. Using a vise. So instead of spending, let's say, $30 on a bike shop tool, why not just buy a vise, a good quality vise, which will have other uses. So anyway, I'll show you how to do it. So all I have here is a Torx bit or an Allen bit, either one would work, that's smaller than the chain rivet, as you can see. You don't want it bigger, otherwise it won't have a chance of pushing it out. This one's quite good because it fits into that kind of divot, but as long as it's smaller, it should work. You probably want it as close to the size of the rivet as possible without being bigger. Then I've got a nut here. It's a flange nut, which will give a bit of stability, but I'm sure a normal nut will work. Something that will allow clearance for the rivet and provide enough support for the chain link. So what you need to do is line these up into the vise. This is quite a big vise, but I'm fairly sure smaller vices will work, but bigger is better in terms of power. But if you look at the tools, the cheap tools you buy, I think even the smallest vise will be better. So you line it up as so, making sure everything is in a straight line and nothing is angled. Try and get it in the middle of the jaw for stability as well. And that's it really. So try and hold everything nice and linear. Try and hold everything in one linear axis as you carefully tighten up the vise. I'm just loosening it off a bit to get it straighter here. So beginning to tighten. So that looks quite well lined up, I think. So all you do now is start winding. It's not actually that difficult, but here goes. Putting some force into it now. There it goes. Be careful of your knuckle. I scraped my knuckle a bit, but it's okay. And then you'll feel it as it gets punched through, but keep going because you need to get it through the other chain link as well. Well, the other half of the chain link. I believe that's through. I'll keep going. I think it's reached the point where it's going through the other link, but you don't really need to go through all the way through because it should be enough to separate the chain. Let's have a look. So the pin is, I think it's through. Yeah, it's through. So now your chain is separated. It took, I think, about a minute or about 2 or 3 minutes, including the setup. and that's job done. Much easier than other methods and cheaper than specialist tools.
Well done.